All right. Hey, everybody. Mike Slifer here in the First Alert Forecast Center. We have another First Alert weather extra for you. And we want to begin with the uncertainty surrounding the Wednesday, Thursday time frame next week, as that's when we are looking at potentially some sort of storm system, perhaps a coastal storm. So here's what we're looking at the setup overall. We'll have high pressure north of us as low pressure moves up the eastern seaboard. Now, here's the thing. First off, the time frame on this would be in the Wednesday, Thursday uh, range. So this would be before Halloween. Now, when it comes to actual impacts here, well, we need to see what the track of the storm will be as well as the strength, because that will really influence the amount of rain we see, the intensity of the wind. What we can tell you right now is that we have seen certainly some differences in model guidance over the last several days with respect to timing and storm track. And here's the latest on that. While the American model at noon on Thursday is entirely dry, the European model is showing rain. What we're thinking right now is that there will be an increasing risk for showers on Wednesday, likely isolated in nature, and will be a bit breezy, so no concerns for outages or anything like that. We do expect perhaps a greater chance for some showers on Thursday, and then we'll tell you all about Friday coming up in just a moment. We do want to show you some pictures that were captured today of rainbows across the state. Mary snapped this picture in Hebron. And this was all thanks to some of those isolated showers that popped up when we had our daytime heating. How about a picture over the Capitol building in Hartford, of a rainbow over the Capitol building, I should say. Sal snapped this picture. What a beautiful shot there. And we'll take you now to the double rainbow here in Glastonbury. It's a little faint, tough to see in the picture, but it is there. You can see it maybe a little more clearly on the left side of your screen. So Nick snapped this picture, and that is the full arch that we see there in Glastonbury by the ShopRite. So it was nice to see some rainbows out there. Unfortunately, if you got trapped into one of these brief showers, maybe it wasn't ideal for your outdoor plans. You will note that the showers have since dissipated across Connecticut, and if we zoom out a bit, we also see a lot less coverage even across parts of New York. And that's because we lost our daytime heating. So the way this works is with this upper level low nearby, we have this cold air aloft. And when you have warm air underneath cold air, you have instability. And that is what drove these showers today. It's also what drove some of the cloudiness out there. So we do expect the clouds to actually break apart a bit as the night goes on. A mainly clear sky by the time we approach dawn. We have 1 week left in the month of October. As it stands right now, 55.8 is the average temperature for the Hartford area, 1.4 degrees above normal. When it comes to rain, with the shower that moved over Bradley today, where the Hartford area records are kept, 2.47 inches of rain so far this month. That's still a deficit of over an inch, and we do have a snowfall deficit that's growing for the Hartford area. As a reminder, for the Hartford area, we averaged 7/10 of an inch of snow in the month of October. We, of course, have not seen any of that, and we do not have any in our forecast as we get closer to the end of the month. Bridgeport did not see any of those isolated showers today, so the deficits just keep growing. We are now looking at over a 13-inch deficit for Bridgeport since the start of the year. It has been very dry along the shoreline, and we do need rain. Perhaps our chance for rain will arrive in that Wednesday, Thursday timeframe. Again, there's still a lot of uncertainty surrounding that. We will continue to monitor very closely. You can always get updates here on WFSB Plus on the free First Alert weather app, and throughout the course of the weekend. Jill Gilardi, Tyler Hughes, Josh Ingranelli, all in the mix this weekend to provide you the latest information on what we have as we get into the middle of next week. Temperatures today topped out between about 55 and 60 degrees. Normal high for the Hartford area is 60, so we were actually seasonably cool out there. Only 56 at Windsor Locks, likely kept down a little bit because of that rogue shower that moved through. You'll note elsewhere inland we were closer to the 60-degree mark and actually above it in New Haven. We'll take you live right now to Hartford, 47 degrees and calm. We can still pick out some of the clouds there looking up. So once those clouds clear in tandem with the calm wind and the dry air, temperatures will drop back pretty quickly. Here's a live look at our iCam in New Haven, 49 degrees. Winds, again, are calm, and we still see some of that cloudiness. We'll take you live to Torrington right now. We can actually very clearly see the clouds on the ridge, and we have one final check on our iCam in Waterbury. Dry roads on West Main Street here in Waterbury. We're looking live from top of the Mattituck Museum, 45 degrees, winds out of the northwest at 5 miles per hour. So temperatures have been falling back, 43 in Salisbury, 42 in Willimantic, 43 in Chester. We still see 51 in Danbury and Bridgeport. We're at 44 in Putnam, 47 in Hartford, and 44 in Meriden. We do expect a calm wind to develop overnight statewide. We see a lot of stations reading in as calm right now. We will see more as the night goes on. And that means that temperatures will be dropping down into the 30s for many communities. We will take it town by town here. We're expecting, say, 34 in Sharon and Goshen, 36 in Winstead and Washington, Woodbury and Thomaston, 36, 38 in Canton and Windsor, 37 in Suffield, 38 in New Britain and Glastonbury, 35 in Tolland, Storrs, Ellington, Stafford, 35 in Plainfield tonight. Jewett City, 36. Salem, 37. 38 in Uncasville. Then we start to see more 40s as we head west. Old Saybrook, Madison, Brantford, all in the lower 40s. Inland towns, though, still in the 30s. Ansonia, Wallingford, Durham to Portland, all in the 30s tonight. Which means if you have plans to be out early tomorrow, it's Saturday. Maybe you have plans to take a road trip and you'll be out early, or you go for a walk to kick off every morning. We will be tracking, we will be talking about temperatures in the 30s for many towns, but we see more sunshine as the day goes on, pushing temperatures into the mid and upper 50s. Normal high again is about 60, so seasonably cool for this time of year. Basically full sunshine as the day begins, and by the afternoon and evening, we'll see a slight increase in cloud cover. We're still expecting mostly sunny skies, especially since the sun will set before 6 o'clock tomorrow night. By Sunday, same story where we start off the day with plenty of sunshine, and as the day goes on, we will see increasing cloudiness. Foliage is peaking across Connecticut. It actually is stunning right now in almost every town. So if you want to do some leaf peeping, this is certainly the weekend to do it. You might be able to get more color along the shoreline next weekend, but inland towns by that point will be past peak. So we recommend, since the weather is certainly looking nice, get out there and enjoy it. It also means if you've already begun your fall cleanup, if you're raking leaves, both Saturday and Sunday will feature very good conditions to do so. Wind speeds 3 to 8 miles per hour, and then we're expecting dry conditions both days. It may be a little bit dewy in the morning, perhaps even a little bit frosty in the northern part of the state on Sunday morning, but that will all melt pretty quickly since temperatures will be rebounding again into the mid-50s. Seasonably cool out there Sunday. We do expect a bright start to the day with the clouds increasing later in the afternoon. Ragweed is still part of the conversation this time of year, but certainly less so. As we head through the final weekend of October, no concerns when it comes to ragweed allergies. Pollen counts will be low, and they stay low into Monday, too. And given the unsettled weather in the Wednesday-Thursday time frame, of course, it looks like we will likely see the ragweed pollen count stay low. So temperatures are in the 30s overnight for the next few nights. It's not until Tuesday night where we're back in the 40s thanks to increased cloudiness. Temperatures go from the upper 50s tomorrow to the mid-50s Sunday through Wednesday, and we're talking low 50s by Tuesday next week. Wind coming out of the east and northeast, socked in with cloud cover, some showers out there, certainly looking a bit raw on Thursday. But this all leads to Friday, Halloween. We're forecasting 57 degrees and a mix of sun and clouds. Shoreline towns, upper 50s tomorrow, 56 on Sunday, 54 on Monday, 55 Tuesday, Wednesday 55, 53 Thursday. Breezy there, you see it on both Wednesday and Thursday. Isolated showers Wednesday, showers Thursday, and then back near 60 by Friday. Before we take you to the tropics, let's talk briefly about Halloween and the extremes. So the coldest Halloween, 21 degrees, has happened twice. This, of course, was the temperature, the low temperature, that is, 1988 and 2020, both had a low temperature of 21 degrees. The wettest Halloween, 1.7 inches of rain, fell back in 1939. And the snowiest on Halloween Day would be when the trace of snow fell. That was back in 1925, 100 years ago. Now, you'll recall Winter Storm Alfred happened in 2011, but that was before Halloween. So the snow itself didn't actually fall on October 31st. But that certainly was there was certainly a lot of snow on the ground still. And if you'll remember, many people were without power, and thus Halloween was canceled. But how about last year? 84 degrees, 2024, which was the record for Halloween. And we carried that warmth into the start of November. It doesn't look quite that warm this year. Melissa right now is a tropical storm. We have sustained winds of 65 miles per hour. This is as of the 8 o'clock update, moving north at 2 miles per hour. And it takes a track that brings it essentially south of Jamaica before it turns north into the island nation and then clips Cuba. So we expect it to become a major hurricane this weekend. We're talking Category 3, Category 4, and then it making landfall perhaps, or at least impacting Jamaica as a Category 4 hurricane. And it will keep its strength as it moves over the eastern side of Cuba and into the Bahamas. So certainly your first alert if you know anybody in that area to let them know that this is headed their way. And unfortunately, we will likely hear of some very significant impacts here as we go through the weekend into the start of next week. Also, as we get through next week and into the start of the following weekend, November 1st, normal high for the Hartford area is 57. By the 15th, it goes to 52. By December 1st, 45. By December 15th, 41. By January 1st, 37. And then 35 is where it bottoms out on January 15th. By the end of the month, believe it or not, the average high temperature, the normal high temperature starts to climb. So just something to look forward to. Or maybe you don't like the winter and it's something you're dreading. In the meantime, it's going to be a wonderful fall weekend for any plans. If you snap pictures of foliage, you can send them in on the free First Alert Weather app. We'd love to see them. Also, same goes for, of course, any cool weather-related things you see out there. Temperatures back in, say, the mid-50s Monday, Tuesday. Cool for this time of year. But it's Wednesday and Thursday when the unsettled weather will return. Isolated showers Wednesday, breezy. Showers Thursday, breezy. Still a lot of uncertainty surrounding this time frame, so be sure to check back in. We'll provide updates for you all weekend long, but if you want an update before that, you can join us on the Wax in 20. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We will see you over on the Wax.